Alright.
Oh, hold
Yeah.
on. If you want to
It's
make it
like
really hold on. I'll bring out all 12 of my d6s. Hold on.
it's like, okay, I would like to leave the guild hall. It's like, all right, 6 dice are rolled.
Yeah.
Aw.
Last night in
Insane.
my campaign, I was like, all right, I'm gonna look around to see if I see anybody else. And he's like, all right, roll perception. I roll, and he's like, and then I hear like 6 dice being rolled on the other end. He's like, no, you don't see anything. I was like, oh, great.
Shit.
Walks over.
Oh,
Actually, how
man.
many d6s do I have total right now? So I have 12. I have 14, 15. I have 17 d6s.
Okay.
That's not enough for an Imperial Guard battalion.
This is where you just get crazy numbers. Like I want to throw 10 great swords.
Let's not talk about how many d6s I have.
Oh shit! You and me both. All right, let's do the recap. So for people,
You play Warhammer?
I played Magic for a while, and now I have a treasure trove of a whole bunch of shit. But that's neither here nor
Austin understands how many I have.
there.
Okay, so
So yeah, last time we found out that Perryvale has been named the mayor of the city, which was for people's memory. He was the Merchants Guild leader, now mayor. The first thing he did was give an address where he said, "Hey, I'm going to limit who can have access to the tower. Basically, if you had access before, you have to re-get access." With that, armed with that information, the first thing you guys did was meet with Thevrin and tried to see what that would take. You guys went to the Merchants Guild Hall. You met with Perryvale personally after seeing the long line of people that were trying to apply. And then from there, Perryvale has said, "Hey, you guys can get your pass, but I still need you to follow the same procedure as everybody else does, and it could be a while since there's obviously a long bureaucratic process. However, I do have something that would help you jump in front of the line."
Yes, bureaucratic.
Where he requested that you guys look into some missing items that of his in the Merchants Guild in general that have been gone missing that were not valuable items. He hasn't given you any more information until, of course, you guys can either agree to do the job or not do the job. Upon Devon was there for this meeting. Upon hearing that, you guys had a sidebar with him, who said, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know who's doing this, but I am not going to out my friends." You guys have agreed to meet with the Resistance, or the leaders of the Resistance, just to talk, and he set that up for you. You found out that their hideout is, in fact, in a brothel.
Conspicuous.
You had to give the password phrase of "I hear you have to ask for a custom," and then from there you asked if you have a halfling with a good mouth and a hands to match. From there you get set up in a private room, and for anybody who only a couple people know, you are greeted by a you were a human male, correct? Stavana?
Yes, I believe so.
I believe you're a human male. You're greeted, and you could tell people what Stavana looks like. He hasn't changed too much, but you were greeted by a leader of the Resistance, the Great Bard Stavano, is how he introduced himself. And only 2 people were there for that, and you guys decided Silver and Emika were the best people to meet. So everybody else is either back in the guild hall, as or not. You went back to the Temple of Bahamut to hang out and have to do some stuff, or whatever you decided that you needed to do away from the party. But you can be back in the guild hall, however you want to do it. The other thing that happened was you guys met the assault platform Arno 1D. Who was found in the tower by the last group before the change over. He was sitting in the college, who speaks of many weird things, and you find out that he is from not an alternate plane of existence, but an alternate reality of existence, where his towers were called spires, and he's obviously he has guns, just a different reality altogether. But he has been coded and I'll let him, describe more of his stuff when you get to meet him. Well, Ezranoff gets to meet him, right? Since you don't know anything about it. But you guys met with him, and he's decided to shift some prime directives, and he will also be part of the research that goes through this group. So he is also part of the party.
It is also now currently sitting in front of the
Yeah,
brothel.
I was about to say, and I believe we timed this where Stefano, when he introduced himself, is the same time that you arrived at the brothel. So, we are there. I will pass the floor. Well, first, before we jump back into the brothel, does Ezranoff want to do anything specific? Because you won't know, obviously, all this information. You will have known that Perryville became mayor, and everyone knows about his new standings of how the tower is going to work. There's actually been a lot of calls. The other thing I forgot to mention is we've already seen some people who've found the new system to be already too difficult to try to even get a pass for, so I've already turned to petty theft. Emiko and Silver have, on the way to the brothel, caught someone who was doing that, apprehended them, decided, though, based off of the explanation, to give him money, take back the money that he stole, and the other thing is Emiko is actually in full hiding. She's in a cloak with a Hanya mask that's shaped like a dragon's, and she's speaking differently. So and Silver is shifted his face, so no one knows that these two people are tied back to you guys. But yes.
Okay.
So Ezranoff, that's the information that your character would know. In terms of Perryvale, is mayor now. He's saying, I'm restricting access to the tower. You have to re-get access. And you also obviously know about the Guildhall since you were there the last session. So you can go back to the Guildhall or whatever you feel makes sense.
Okay. I guess I'll go back to the Guildhall.
That makes sense, I think. But I just don't want to, if you want to do something crazy, maybe you want to go to the brothel, who knows, out for a good time. But as you can
not really Ez's cup of tea.
You can be back in the Guildhall then, where you arrive with Kay is at the Guildhall, and so is Donar. So you guys can either, if you guys are just gonna wait for them to return, we can say, all right, wait, and then we can skip, or if you guys want to RP and before the great Stefano has his talk with your group.
It's whatever they want to do.
I was gonna be reading that book I took from the library.
Sweet. All right, so everyone then, unless Kay is going to go interrupt, everyone will be there doing their own separate things because Kay, I believe, is reading the book she has as well.
Yeah,
so,
he's reading.
Oh, this is gonna be great. So before we jump to, I'm gonna skip to Arno 1D, but before then, Ezranoff, when you arrive to the Guildhall, you now have a short dwarf with black raven hair. Oh no, this would be, it's probably right around the shift changeover. Now in front of your Guildhall. He looks you up and down and is like, you have business in this Guildhall?
I live here.
And he tries to recollect everyone he met.
Why are you here?
I'm to guard the premise. Can you wait outside just so I can check to make sure? I don't think you were here when we were hired on.
Yeah. I was at the temple.
Just 1 second. And then he calls over Donovan, who just kind of started eating. Walks into probably, let's do the nearest room. All right. He walks into to Kay's room. He just, excuse me?
Yeah. What seems to be the issue?
There's somebody outside who's claiming to be a member of the Guildhall. We just want to get this, make sure that jives so we can add him to the list of people to not try to even bar entry, right, and follow orders for.
Sure. Let me, I guess I'll go outside and check.
Okay.
Okay, walks back outside and peeks his head.
Donovan
Oh.
walks out with you.
Yeah, he's cool. And then he goes back inside.
Ro just steps aside, doesn't say anything, and just lets you walk through. Like, sorry, And Donovan goes, "Yeah, sorry about that. It looks like we didn't get the full list."
It's all right. We'll move through and head to. Were rooms claimed? I don't know.
No one's really picked out like. There's been the only room that I know is claimed is Emiko's.
I know the training. Yeah, they wanted to train it or convert it to like a dojo room.
Yeah.
There was a dojo conversion, and then there was also the lab that I wanted to reestablish as a lab.
Yep.
Yeah.
As far
I
as
set my
room,
bedroom up as the room closest to the dojo.
Yep.
So that's the one that I claimed.
Yeah, so as far as like rooms go, the only other one that's spoken for is on the basement floor, is where the guards are sleeping. These guards are being stationed in the guild hall as well.
Okay.
I wanted one with a window.
Room.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna find like a corner room and claim that, and then we'll go in there and start working with
you can take the back left room then, right before the arcane lab.
We don't have a map for this yet, do
Not
we?
yet, no. I started making a floor plan one, but I didn't finish it. I have a floor plan software that I use for work.
Okay.
So I will do that, and I will post it in Discord when I finished.
Okay. I'm just gonna find a corner room somewhere that's a little bit out of the way of everybody else. And
yeah, there's kind of barren, right? You guys haven't done any, but you guys have bed rolls and everything when you set up your character, so you guys can obviously lay down on that. As far as furniture is going, there's really nothing yet. It's all kind of. I don't know. I think started actually messing around with that to make chairs and stuff, but I don't know if anything was actually made. All right, so from here we will jump back to Arno 1D. You are in front of the brothel.
Fully geared, helmet on and everything, so he doesn't intimidate or have people look at him. Though even still, the glowing from under his helmet probably attracts some attention.
Mm-hmm.
Great. A brothel. Why the hell are these two here? 70% chance of getting stabbed, shot, or diseases. Fantastic. He approaches the door and just pushes it open.
All right, and this is a saloon-style door, so they open no issue. As soon as Arno 1D opens in, the not the same group that actually, not the same person who let Emiko and Silver in, but a different, a female gnome who's around the corner.
Oh, hello, sir. How can we help you?
He turns to her. There's not much you can do for me, but two of my friends are here. I'm waiting for them. Does this establishment serve drinks?
Oh, yes, of course. Would you like a drink?
One ale.
Okay. And at that point, she beckons over somebody. She whispers something in her ear, who to an elf, and a female elf who leaves, and
well, do you know what your friends look like?
She starts describing them to the most minute detail.
Yep, and at that point, the two people that walked in look nothing like what you've obviously described, because one's in a mask and the other is shifted.
She was like, oh, I don't think I've seen anybody that looks like that that's come in here.
He tilts his head and then looks around. Taps the side of his head. No, they are here. I'll wait. They're in the back rooms.
At that point, the female elf comes with your ale.
He reaches and takes it. I can sit anywhere?
Anywhere you'd like. And then as you look around, you do see some people who have not taken up to rooms. On the bottom floor, past the foyer, is very much just a normal tavern, where a lot of times they hope you get drunk and they, convince you to stay the night.
He goes over to the. Is there a bar or is it mostly tables?
Oh, it's a bar. There's a bar and then there's tables. It's a mix. Think of like very much a modern day, if you will, pub.
He goes over to the bar and takes a seat. As he sits on the stool, you can hear it creak.
Yes, and at that point, yeah, you almost feel the integrity of the stool is enough to hold you, but yeah, you definitely can feel the load that's being put on this stool. And as you look up, you see a male elf who's fully fancied up with a nice suit, everything else. So he walks up to you and he's like, "Oh, I see you're already drinking an ale. Finest we got. Is there anything else I can get you?"
No, I'm good for now.
"Well, thank you." And then he continues bossing and taking other people's orders. All right.
He swivels in the stool and starts looking around the entire room, scanning everybody.
This place is hopping. He sees all manner of different races, from human, female, male, people that work on the staff being both gender, and it is packed. If there was a fire code, we'd be breaking it.
He starts to tip at the ale, make it look like he actually drinks it. Hold on, let's see. Performance, please.
Mhm.
Hey, fantastic. I rolled a 2. Can I use my inspiration?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. How do I use that?
Because right now, at that point, you just have fucking... This would look like you were, taking the ale, totally missing your mouth, and just pouring it on your body. I don't know how to use inspiration in terms of...
you just roll again.
Just roll
It's
again
advantage.
with
Yeah.
inspiration.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
2
Fantastic.
2 minus 1.
Is inspiration
Hey!
advantage, or is it just a straight reroll?
Alright, so we'll
Huh?
force...
What was that, Chris?
I was asking, is inspiration advantage, or is it just a straight reroll?
It's a straight reroll, but you
Oh,
can
so if you
use,
had advantage, you would...
you can
If
use
you
either
had
die,
advantage.
so you don't have to take the new roll.
Yeah, but with a 4, it's slightly better. But what I was picturing now is it just looks like you're missing your mouth.
I mean, he is, because he doesn't have a mouth to
Yeah.
really drink.
Yeah, but even where that would be, right? Like, you're just...
Exactly.
Yeah. But
Tipped
of
it a little
course,
too far.
at this point, though, people around you just really think you're either already hammered or don't want to get close enough to ask you what the fuck's going on. So they do leave you alone. People
Excellent.
have actually given you a wide berth. You notice that even though everyone's packed, everyone kind of looks around like, "No, I'm not fucking with that."
Excellent. I am now one of the people. Sips.
Again, pours a little all over his face. All right. From here, we will go back. Stefano looks into Silver and Emiko and says, "Oh God, what's my Stefano voice? Give me a sec." "Why, hello. I hear you're friends with Devon." Oh, and everybody who... You played Stefano, Donar, in our one-shot, so you can describe what he looks like. Because he has...
Well, I kind of pictured him as the, stereotypical,
Bard.
Yeah, with, the flowing blonde hair.
Yep, go ahead.
And,
Keep going.
and it basically... he probably looks good, I don't know, but, he definitely is confident he looks good.
Yep. Sweet. So yeah, he's a very handsome-looking man, and full of bravado, which I will do my best to portray. "I hear you're friends with Everin."
Yes. He told us to meet with you before making a decision. How much do you know?
I know very little. Between the both of us, we've decided to keep information very sparse in case one of us has been truth magicked.
Okay, well, the rundown is pretty much this. I am sure you're aware of Perryvale and his attempts to take control of the tower.
Yeah, he's pretty much succeeded.
Yes, and so basically it comes down to he will not allow us to re-enter the tower unless we do a favor for him. The favor seems to be finding some information on some quote-unquote bandits that have been raiding his supplies.
Oh, the missing cargo, huh?
Yeah, it didn't take long for us to kind of put that together and figure out that these weren't bandits.
No. I guess technically, right? They are his. So then I will ask, how much do you know?
I know very little. I've only been in the city for 2.5 days.
You guys work fast. And then he looks up at Emiko, and then he also looks at Silver and kind of like looks a little bit closer and he's like, that's a nice mask. Into Emiko.
Indeed, I figure. And the kind of vein of keeping things secret, it's better that you don't know who I am.
But you know who I am.
Oh, well, you're the one that came here unmasked. That was not my choice.
Oh, okay. That's fair. I figured a friend of Theron would be a friend of mine.
Let's just say, like I said, I've only been here 2.5 days.
Okay.
You
Well-
could probably put that together, and I'm sure you could figure out who I am. But just
You never know who's watching.
True.
that, and like I said, we don't know what's going on here.
I'm hesitant to explain what I know because I'm afraid of who I'm talking to.
Well, I mean
Affiliates
yeah.
of Bahamut's temple. Help.
No, that doesn't help me. If you ask me, the Bahamut and the nobles are part of the issue. Maybe not Bahamut himself.
My eye twitches a little bit when he says that.
Ah, yes, someone who speaks my language. I wish I was present.
It's not Bahamut himself I have a problem with. It's the nobles that say they worship Bahamut, but that's neither here nor there. He looks...
Corruption seems to run deep.
Indeed. Well, with have you guys known that the Merchants Guild has put in hundreds of orders of short swords and armor, and clearly are militarizing themselves?
Yeah, even being here 2.5 days, it didn't take us long to find that information out ourselves.
Yep, very out in the open, because quite honestly, Parallel doesn't give a fuck.
It does seem that way, and now he's got himself in a position where it doesn't matter.
Yep. So that army that he's militiaing is to, very cliche, to take over all of the northern colonies. And by the way, just to clarify out of character, the northern colonies, it would be where you guys traveled from, Silver and Donar. Like, obviously you guys don't call it the northern colonies, but...
Right.
I'll just be like, you must forgive me. I'm not from this area. This means very little to me.
Yes, indeed. Especially if you are from the other continent. I could see why it would matter less to you. But basically, he's hired the Merchants Guild owns a whole bunch of mercenaries and other brigands that he has hired, and that he's been equipping. They're all out north. And they're trying to claim more territory for Perryville's agenda, whatever that agenda may be.
I end up snarling a little bit, trying my teeth. Sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. Yeah, it makes me just upset. So, yeah, we'll give you a tidbit. The items that he's talking about that have been missing, they're not any of his short sword or armor or anything like that. It's been food. We've attacked their food supply.
Something far more important than swords.
Correct. So from everything that we can configure with our scouts, it looks like they're trying to just garner more territory for, his land so he can recreate for the people, but he's pushing out the elves and all the other people from the woods of the north.
Have you approached the shifters by any chance?
I have not yet. I know there are shifter colonies that are also at risk, and I don't know how much they've seen, but I'm kind of in charge of operations in Montspire, and all of my people have been working on, again, making them go hungry. We've decided that is the best course of action since they outnumber us, about 50 to 1.
I just nod.
The problem with our tactic is, if we do succeed, the only thing that happens is that they have to come back to Montspire. We're hoping, though, that obviously a whole bunch of people coming all back at once will at least then allow us to shed more light on the people that think that Perryvale is a source of good for the city. Because believe it or not, there are still people that think that.
Yes. But I can say that in the last 20 or 12 hours, that number has diminished quite a bit.
Yeah, taking away tower access was a tricky move. I wonder what prompted him into action.
Well, based on what he told us, that would be us.
Ah, so you are the people that have brought the pendant.
Yes, and we're also the ones that got rid of it, which I think is more what he's angry about than us bringing it.
True, but that was what he used as his excuse.
Correct.
Okay, well then that's fair, because I know exactly who you all are.
Well, I mean, you just mentioned earlier that you already knew I was from the other continent, so you already know who I am anyway.
I already tipped my hat. Yes, I know. So, what are you proposing? I imagine you are a woman of action. You came here with a plan.
Well, here's my position. I'm in a similar boat to Devrin. Like I said, I've only been here 2.5 days. Right now, I think you can understand this isn't my fight. I obviously don't want to hand your people over to Perryvale, because I have no love for him either. But what I need is access to the tower. I'm sure Devrin wouldn't mind me telling you this. There's a lot of stuff going on here that your resistance taking care of, but much larger problems lie in that tower. We've just recently discovered that basically killing a dragon in the tower has the chance of sending it back here.
It what?
Yes. And I think that is a far larger problem than anything else going on.
Yes, that does pose quite the risk, especially since the dragons in the tower are already ancient.
Yes. And so that's where I'm at. I need access to the tower so I can figure out how to stop that.
Okay. At this point, the lyre that he has, he starts just kind of tuning.
All right. So as far as a plan goes, Perryvale is not a dumb man by any means. He did keep most of what he wants us to do to himself. So we have no idea the extent of what he requires of us. I don't know if it's just a fact-finding mission or if he wants us to go out and actually stop you.
My guess would be to he just wants food to actually reach his army. Whether that would be you escorting it or finding out who's taking it so he can apprehend them. That would be my guess. Because at this point, there has been no food supplies to have reached them in 2 weeks.
All right.
Which means
and so
they have
now
to
that
hunt for themselves.
Yeah, and so now that you know that there is an expedition to do this as sent by Perryvale, do you have any plans on how you can shift that to your own advantage?
Well, I haven't known about this until now. Just give me 1 second. He starts playing the lute. It's not loudly. He's just playing and humming to himself.
I look over at Emika.
What can we do with this information? He stops. He's strumming now. And, we can give up one of our safe houses.
Alright. I also have this thought.
Go ahead.
So, if he wants us to deliver the food, we could actually do it. Deliver the food for him. And on the way, we get ambushed by your people. A battle ensues. We get some information on where this safe house is. You allow us to deliver the 1 cart of food. We deliver that information to who we're delivering the food to. They set out to get rid of your safe house, and you set up an ambush for them.
That'll work. Under the other condition that I'm going to poison that food that you give them.
This could work too.
Good, that's a win-win.
Perryville, we come back with a message that the food was delivered, that we gave the hideout's location to his army. They decide that they can handle it. Send us back with a signed note from them that everything was delivered. We hand that off to Perryville, and everything that happens after that, that's on you guys.
Nope, that's all we need. They may outnumber us, but in Montspio, not so much. Especially with the forces he has here. No, that's a good plan. So yeah, I say you meet with Perryvale, find out the details of it, and if that's what he wants you to do, in terms of bodyguard that one, then yeah, we will set up that ambush, and you can track us back to our safe house.
Oh, we don't even have to track you. We'll just take one of your people alive, question them, and then knock them out, and make the food delivery people that we're escorting think that we just took care of it.
Yeah, no, I'm concerned though. Who do I leave in your hands? Are you going to take him back to the city, or do I have to give up a man?
No, I'm pretending I'm going to kill him and leaving him on the ground.
Ah, that's the best of all. Okay, I like it. The only matter is, when do you think? How he's probably pretty desperate, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was same day. We'll watch.
Yes. I have some plans tomorrow that I need to take care of, so we'll see about. I'll probably meet with him in the afternoon.
And then the following day, then.
Yeah, I think that is.
Either way,
Probably
we've been
good.
following the food sources anyway when they've tried to go out, so it doesn't really matter. If you're there, we'll know to enact the plan.
Alright, so, just so you know, if he does send his own guard with us, aim for them first.
Oh, don't worry about that. We have you and your team pretty well marked. We know what you guys look like.
I'm sure you do.
Well,
but
it's been a pleasure.
Indeed. Hopefully this gets us both closer to our objectives.
Yes, I hope so. And maybe we can do some more work together in the future.
We will have to see on that. I cannot promise you anything.
Yep. And he looks over to Silver though, and says, "Is there a reason why? Do you want us to go to the shifters and make sure they're okay?"
I just squint a little bit and like they would be causing problems for the humans would.
That's good. We need all the problems that that they can cause.
I squint more and it's like I don't think they're going to be friendly to humans who have the same desire.
No, well, we're not comprised of only humans. Is there a race they're more friendly with? We have all gnomes, dwarves, elves. Elves?
Probably the best.
Then we'll send one to dispatch. But is there a message you want me to take to your people?
No, there is no message. Or I don't think it'd be well received.
Understood. What about your other friend?
Friend? I inquisitively.
Your
ask.
dragonborn friend. He stands out.
I just sit there silently. I don't think there's any news to be given yet.
Understood. Like I said, I just want to make sure we're already out and you guys are already in a dangerous situation of yourselves.
And I squint really, I lean in close as I squint at him. How do you know the things you know?
Well, I would be pretty bad at, crafting a story if I didn't find out the first dragonborn and shifter who walks into Von Spire, the jewel of the city, while their people are being pushed by humans. It's already a ballad. It's in writing. As he.
How about you don't write that?
History writes itself, whether I pen it or somebody else does.
I just lean back.
I mean no disrespect. I'll stay out of your business. And then he goes back to his loop.
I'm deep in like contemplation, so I'm just sitting there quietly.
Alright. Well, I'll just stand up, kind of give a bow.
Yep.
Like,
He nods back at you.
and I'll just walk out. I won't even say anything.
Yep, nope, that's fine. He's at this point he begins singing. I can't sing, so I'm not going to ruin his eardrums.
As Emiko gets up to walk away, I do stand up, but I don't follow directly. I had something else. As for this expansion to the north,
He stops singing.
how much have they already progressed?
We've kept them from entering the forest, so right now they're on the outskirts. So since you guys have arrived a couple days ago, not much else has changed. We're trying to keep it that way.
Do you know of our names then?
No, not specifically. We
Then
just know
a different
type.
time. That isn't like then a different time will be appropriate for maybe messages.
Understood.
I do the hand and fist bow and
Yep. And at that point, he does give you a cursory bow and just like a little head nod. Aggressively barred sexual. And then he starts.
Just now noticing that.
Upon leaving, I will upon leaving the room, I'll see if Emiko is close by. If not, I'll make my way to the
Did
I-
Emiko wait?
I didn't wait at the door to like listen in. I let him have his conversation, so I'm like halfway down the hall.
Gotcha. So you'd be right, probably at the beginning of the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay. As you both go back down, I'll let you roleplay if you want. I need you both to roll a perception to see if you notice the lonely robot in the corner that people have given a wide berth to.
That's a
He's-
22.
Okay.
He's just been sitting down there sipping at the ale.
A
And
22?
Yeah, you,
just
Yeah, we both
you
got
both
22.
do. So yes, easily. You walk down and people, you even hear murdering. It's like, what the hell's that guy's problem over there? Is he okay? Should we talk to him? No, I don't want to fucking talk to him. He looks creepy as fuck.
I just turned to Silver. It's like, do you want to handle this or do you want me to?
I look in the direction and I look back at what's going on. I'm like, oh, that thing. I'll exit building.
All right. I will go up to the bar and sit down beside him. I'm not gonna say anything to him to start with. I'm gonna just order a drink.
In your normal voice?
No.
Okay.
While this is happening, I'm in the building. But
Arno 1D, does your thing that you stabbed allow you to know that this is in fact her without her saying anything, or do you need to roll perception? I will let that be up to your character.
it would be a roll of perception.
Okay, roll a perception. Because this person's also.
Will I roll good?
No.
16's okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know enough to be like, well, that's clearly, she's cloaked, but you still know that that's who it is.
Blended in, I see. Tips.
Sips, and by sips, he's still pouring shit off his face, by the way.
If the
As
face plate
it
of the helmet
runs
just getting
down.
doused.
Yeah. She'll kind of, after she gets her drink, she'll just kind of lean over it and whisper, follow behind us a good ways. It's like we don't need to be seen leaving together. And she'll put down how much does the cost of the drink.
It'd be like a couple copper, but let's do 5.
All right, so she'll just put that down. She doesn't even drink any of it, and then gets up and walks out and rejoins Silver.
All right.
I'd be walking, by the way, outside towards the alley we came out of when we were changing.
10 seconds later, Arno will stand up,
Yep.
place down his 5 copper,
Yep.
and the 3/4 empty mug,
Yep.
and begin to walk out as if he's not even drunk. Comes in, drinks like he's drunk, walks out perfectly fine.
Yep. Inverse of an alcoholic. And
I'm a working
people, by the way,
alcoholic.
when you go to get up, people give you a wide berth. Like
Pauses and
clears
looks
the
around.
room.
Pauses and looks around. What are you looking at? Just
And
enjoying a drink, like the rest of you.
everyone immediately just looks. So anybody who was looking at you, which was the majority of the people, suddenly just look away, start trying to make any sort of conversation of being like, "Oh yeah, I think about requesting Hilda tonight. Oh yeah, I hear she's really good." All right. Let me roll to see if you guys get an encounter. You guys are good. So if you guys are all going back to the guild hall, yep, you guys are fine.
We'll find a phone booth on the way and change back out.
A phone booth, like Superman.
Yeah.
So in other words, you go in the alleyway, go into a dumpster.
So in the dark alleyway, the nighttime is where you are. I imagine you wait till you get closer to your guild hall district, where the entertainment district is not as lively, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then yeah, you guys you're fine. No one has seen you guys dip back in, and you guys are in your normal uniform. If Silver wants to shift back, he can go ahead and do that. Or that's up to you.
I'll do that. when there's no one watching for the most part, and I'll also take off the cloak just because I think that also. Alright, so pack the cloak away into the bag.
Yeah, I imagine Emiko is also packing the cloak away after she.
Yep.
Yep.
The cloak and the mask.
Gotcha. Yep. You guys.
Meanwhile, Arno has made his own path back to the guild house, parallel
so
to
you
theirs.
pass them. Oh, parallel. Okay. All right. Yep. So you guys all arrive. No issues.
All right. Yeah, I'll get everybody together and explain what went down.
All right. So, sake of everybody's time, everything. Emiko does an amazing job of describing what's happened in detail, like you all heard it. Congratulations.
So the plan is we go do the job, kill this person, and go back, deliver the goods, be done with it.
Kill in quotations, I hope.
That's what I said. Kill.
Yeah. But yes, that seems to be the
I'll be
plan.
right back.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's one hell of a bar fight.
But yeah, I've got a few things I have to get ready before our meeting with Perryville tomorrow. Or, do you all want to go to the meeting, or do you want me just to take care of it?
Do you think you're going to get attacked if you go there alone?
No. I don't think he would be so brazen to attack me. And I plan to take Thevrin with me. Since we're doing this in his name, he should be there. So I don't think anyone's going to attack me and him.
I thought the same thing until I got attacked by a poison dagger approaching here. But we still.
Alright, well, I mean, you're welcome to tag along. The meeting's probably going to be pretty boring.
I've literally been standing here. I waited in the lobby of that brothel. Everyone was being strange and very considerate of my surroundings. They gave me at least 15, 20 taps of room.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't understand. Either they're very considerate of new people, or they are very strange.
It is more likely the case that they are very afraid of you.
Yep.
That makes no sense. How are you afraid of me? I would not harm a fly. Well,
I didn't say I was afraid of you. But I'm not most people.
Could be the fact that you keep dribbling stuff on your face, pretending to drink.
He doesn't realize that.
I know. I just felt left out.
Alright. So yeah, I do have some things to do in the morning. I'll probably be gone before you all wake up. But I will stop
Wrong.
back around, well, most of you.
Wrong.
I will stop back around lunch to check in.
Alright, nope.
And then I will go to bed.
Anybody doing anything before you guys turn in for the night? Or are we gonna roam into the next day?
I am gonna take, before I go to bed, do like an hour of training in the unfurnished dojo.
Yeah.
Mostly focusing on seeing if I can conjure that flame again.
Okay. We were doing normal attack rolls for that, right?
I think so.
I believe so as well. Go ahead.
Normal attack.
I am back.
That is a 15.
Okay. I think, and we've been doing this now for at least, what, three sessions?
No, I think this is only her second time trying it.
So at this point, you feel you have a better grasp, but it's not 100% of the time for the, like, bonus action, right? Of just being like, oh, alright, where it's now a free action. You're getting a good grasp on it. but it's not good enough yet.
But I can still
But
do
you
it.
can still do it as a bonus, which for you is going to be a whole bunch of.
Yeah, perfect. It's gonna make her. I'm planning on keeping it something that she doesn't use outside of her dragon mask state.
Oh,
When
that's
she,
pretty sick.
well, she might use it in the tower when no one's watching, but not out in town or anything.
Yeah,
It's gonna, it's just gonna amplify the dragon mask.
that's actually a pretty cool idea. It's tied to whoever the dragon mask.
Yeah.
All right. Is anybody else doing anything before turning into bed? Let's go to.
Are any of the training stuff set up? Other?
You have like a broken down dummy that was in a good enough use to keep up that hasn't been thrown out by anybody as of yet. It's definitely seen better days, but it's definitely usable.
I'm
You
gonna
gonna try to
attempt
shield
do
that
my
shit
weapon
without
training.
fucking breaking your wrist?
Yeah, I'm gonna do my normal bash then swing. And
Okay.
just seeing how my shoulder handles
Go
it
ahead.
today.
Don't roll a 1 again.
That's a straight 20, right?
Yeah, straight D20 for this one.
18.
Alright, yeah, you got it. That's what we set it to. So.
Yeah, you see me after I do the hit, I stretch and I'm like, okay, that's better.
Yeah.
Oh, this is...
So
Upon that, I get it.
breaking
After
your
getting
wrist,
that.
you get it now.
After this train, I get a bit more gleeful, and I guess I'll try to swing my flail and see if I also get the hang of that a little bit better too. Then.
Good. That one I still was at a 20 or 19. See if you can get proficiency.
Do I roll the straight 20 again?
Yep, straight 20. Especially since you don't have proficiency in it. No, you look really awkward as fuck using this thing. Like, you almost hit your shin, like, you know, instead of the dummy, like, you have to move out. Like, you ever see failed nunchuck videos?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that, except with a flail, and you almost hit yourself.
Can at this point I be done with my training and
Oh
walking
yeah,
out
you
and
walk
watching
out,
him?
you feel pretty good after your training, you're about to head out for the night, and then you just hear this weird, like, that's not how flails are supposed to sound in combat.
Yeah. I just walk up to him, it's like, I kind of hold out my hand, it's like, you mind if I try?
Are you proficient?
I am.
Yep, go ahead.
Well, I want to see if he gives it
Oh,
to me
yeah,
first.
yeah,
I'm not
true.
just gonna take it.
After I kind of fail a little bit, I'm like, why?
I might be able to show you a pointer or two.
I kind of squint, but after this last couple days, I do hand it to you.
All right.
Just watching you closely.
Go ahead
I'll
and
make
roll
a
a
strike.
performance or strength check, whichever one you want.
Strength check.
Yeah, you can add your strength modifier to this.
That's just a 13.
Alright, it's still enough. It's obviously a... She's not foreign with it. You could tell this is not her favorite weapon, but she's not a novice. If she wanted to fucking crack somebody's head open with this, you know that she would be more effective than you are. What you do gain out of this is your DC is moved down. You are able to go look at that and be like, okay, I can understand how she's using it as opposed to how I was flailing it around. So the DC for that will be probably about an 18 now instead of the 19 or that it was.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll hand it back. It's like, yeah, it's a little bulky. It's like, and she'll just kind of like put her hand back on her katana. It's like, I like it a little more fluid.
Yep, nice big circles.
I just kind of nod. I'm just like, it's different. I like.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. And because I'm actually proficient with every weapon, so
Nice.
I can pick up anything and use it.
Nice.
That's the thing of being a fighter. You just gain proficiencies in everything.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, is there anything that Ezranoth wants to do before turning in for the night?
Ezranoth is gonna sneak out.
Well then, at that point, we will circle back to you since it'll be a little more in depth. Kay, what do you want to do for the night?
Okay, he's reading his book, minding his business.
Since it's a second session, even though it's the same instance, I will let you roll. What was that? It was intelligence that I was having you do before?
Yeah, it was intelligence last time.
Go ahead and do another intelligence check for me.
My poor boy. A 6.
Yeah, with a 6, you're not able to make any headway. You get too tired before you feel like you just need to turn in.
Got it. Done.
Donar, anything you're trying to do before the end of the night?
I mean, I figure it took like probably most of the night to read through the book.
Yep.
Even because, but I mean, you didn't really say how big that book was, but
It's very thick.
yeah, like even speed reading, it would take like a bit of time to read through. So I don't think I really had time for anything else after that.
That's fine. So you'll turn in after that. All right.
Yeah. Did you say whether my room had a hearth in it?
Oh, hearth. Yes. Yours. You could take a room that would.
Okay.
You have a window and a hearth.
I'm still gonna be kind of uncomfortable because I didn't buy any blankets and stuff, but
unless you took it from the temple.
I wouldn't steal their blankets.
Hell, if you asked Old Man Thomas, it wouldn't have been stealing.
Yeah, but I also haven't been back to the temple, so.
Sure. Okay, that's fine.
I'll just curl up by the fire and be uncomfortable.
Sounds good. Alright, I know, Arno, one day you're in a different scenario, but is there anything specifically you want to do before we jump to Ez?
Yeah, he's just gonna be down at the main floor, so he's just keeping his eyes open, just looking around, since he doesn't really have much else to do.
Alright, so yeah, he will see at this point the last changeover of the guard is a ginger-haired dwarf. So he is the dwarf that has the night shift duty. So there's 2 dwarfs and a human. One's a black hair with a longer beard. The ginger is very shorter and nice, well-kept beard. It's definitely more stylish. And Donovan is a black-haired human who's kind of been kept in charge, quote-unquote. Okay. So as you're watching that, I will note where you are, and if anything happens, I'll let you know. All right,
well, I have a feeling that Hunter's care is going to be coming through this direction to quote unquote sneak out.
Well,
not at all.
He can. There's a rope leading to the roof, which I imagine he'll try to do, or he can just fly to the hatch.
I'm just gonna take advantage of the fact that I know where the hatch is. I'm gonna sneak out that way.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me. I imagine you're trying to do this stealthily.
I mean, if you're not, then you're going to alert a lot of people. Wings are not quiet.
That depends on how you use them.
No, you're in a confined building. 16.
And based off where you would be flying, no one's really going to know.
I don't really think there's anyone in this half of the guild hall right now.
No, there's not.
No.
So you're fine.
This might be where I take up residence, is this room with the hatch.
Alright.
Only if you don't mind me barging through from time to time.
I mean, you have to come through to it, so I can throw you off the roof a few times.
Alright. Is there anything specific that you want to do, like, private chat-wise, or are you good in public?
I honestly don't know, so it's going to depend on what happens whilst I'm out and about.
Okay, go ahead.
I am going to, once I get onto the roof, I am going to kind of head up to the sky, trying to avoid sightlines of most people, and I'm going to head towards the tower.
Okay, I'll let you keep a 16. When you roll, go ahead and roll a perception check as you get closer to the tower.
Oh man, my -1 to perception. 5.
Okay. Yeah, you're flying towards the tower. You let me know what you want to do.
I more wanted to fly around the tower.
Around it? How close?
Yeah. Not close enough to where I would be easily spotted by people. If there's people watching around the tops of the tower, like up above the tower, or around the, top half of the tower, which I don't know why people would even bother looking up that far, but...
Yeah.
Just kind of circle around it a few times and...
Okay. Yep, you see nothing of note. It looks like a random structure that goes very high. If you were trying to ascend all the way to the top, you would literally run out of oxygen.
Yeah, I imagine I would run out of air long before I reach the top.
Yep. Anything
I will
else to
fly
say?
up and breach the cloud line, though.
Okay.
Just so I can get that awesome view.
Oh yeah, you see the tower from that point. Bahamut's Temple is the next highest structure, and it looks like a speck. And you haven't even crested the tower.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna dive back down and see if I can't find some trouble.
I don't see if trouble finds you.
Trying to find trouble today.
Anything specific you're looking for?
Anywhere where it looks like there would be a cluster of people doing things they probably shouldn't be.
And there's way too, like, the entertainment district right now, which is where the brothel is at, is packed of people. The merchants' quarters, not so much. Like the craftsman's terrace. But yeah, the entertainment district would be full of people.
Okay.
The temple, again, not so much. Residential would have a scattering of people, but nothing in droves. You really, from especially that height, you're just going to see the mass of people in that entertainment district.
That'll do then. I'm sure I can find enough people over there for what I need. I'll fly down and I'll land on the highest rooftop in that area and just kind of observe for a little while.
Okay.
See if I can't see anybody particularly nefarious looking.
Okay. So from there you land on a very tall building. It's by, like, you're close to the college tower, but it's not, you can see it, and that's fairly big. But this building is pretty tall. You're pretty sure it's an apartment complex of, like, just small, like, little hovels that are attached on top of each other, with a roof access. But the roof access looks to have been, like, broken a long time ago, so no one can actually get into it. And upon looking around there, you can go ahead and roll another perception check for me.
Man, not doing great today.
Yeah,
6.
You don't see anything that looks, it's a lot of just foot traffic. There's a lot of different people out there. You don't see, like, everyone's, in some sort of cloak, but nothing like, shifty dealers or someone who looks like they're a cultist or anything like that.
More so looking for black market.
Yeah, you don't see any of that information either. Like, nothing that would tell somebody that, like, oh, this is the black market trade or anything like that. You don't see anything that would point you in that direction.
I'll kind of head to another building a few blocks down further into the district, and I'll see if I can't find anything else.
Okay, you can try a different corner. You can roll another perception check if you'd like.
We'll fucking find somebody tonight.
With a 19.
Natural 20, which becomes a 19. But...
With a 19, you do see, barely in the corner of your eye, somebody who looks almost like the human that managed to nab something from you and Kay on that last one. And you see him as he turns the corner.
I'm gonna follow him from above.
Okay. Okay. So you're following him. He keeps walking. It's getting very difficult for you to... You have a feeling if you stay up, you might lose him. This is somebody who was able to evade you pretty easily earlier. So, yeah, I'll let you say if you want to shout out to him to say something, or if you want to just let him keep doing his thing. You'll have one option before he turns this corner, and he might just disappear on you.
I'm gonna head ahead of him and land behind that corner he's going around.
Okay. So
And I will throw my hood up and kind of try and conceal my wings as much as possible.
okay. So you turn the corner, and he just looks. And oh. And then he goes, looks at you, doesn't mind to say anything, and goes to steps like to step around you.
The second he gets a little bit behind me, I'll kind of turn and say, "You look like someone who might know a thing or two."
It depends on who's asking.
How about one you've stolen from?
I remember everyone I've stolen from turns around.
You just see my burning red eyes.
Yeah, and he'd be like, "Oh yeah, the one with the book, with the other weird book about how to pick up girls." Yeah, yours was also really weird too.
Yes, well, it's written in a language none of you can speak.
Yeah, I wouldn't say no, buddy, but I could already tell it wouldn't give me worth shit for money.
Afraid not.
Yeah.
Personal journals don't fetch for much on a black market.
Yeah, it looked like it. So what can I help you with?
I need you to find something for me.
If the coin's good?
It can be discussed if you can find the object, or point me in the direction of someone who can find it. Or
Alright, well,
objects of the similar liking.
what you looking for, and then I can name your price.
I'm looking for a general variety of things.
Alright.
More so information.
Information broker's a little different than what I do, but I probably
Hence
can
why I
still
asked
give
if you could point me in the direction of someone who can do the job. And I might employ your services depending on if they give me what I need.
You're running with a real strange group.
I wouldn't quite say that I'm running with them. More so that I'm working in the betterment of their favor.
Alright. I might be able to hook you up something.
Good to know. As for what you could get me right now, if you could at all find me, say, a tower pass, that would be most appreciative. And I take out 25 gold pieces. Would this be enough for such a task?
Aye, that's a very hot commodity.
Yes, well, I don't have particularly the time for going through the official methods right now. Little busy planning my own things, you know?
That might not be enough, but I think I can get you what you're looking for.
Well, if you can't get the pass, I'll take 10 out. This is for hooking me up with a connection for information.
Even better. Follow me. And
I will do
holds
so.
out his hand, for the 15.
I'll hand him the 10 for the information. The rest when we have an opportunity, or you can show me results.
Not a problem. Follow me.
I will do so.
And then he leads you, strangely enough, to the inn that Emiko was staying at.
Oh.
Back in
Session like 2.
The Boar's Head Inn. And at that point, he
I had a feeling this place would come up again.
Yeah, instead of going through the front door, he looks around, goes, make sure no one's present, she's not being looked at, and kind of knocks like 3 times in a specific pattern that's a little off key, like it doesn't seem right, like in a rhythm. And then a back door opens, except instead of going straight, the door, like it's like a cellar door now, but even though it was standing, like it was a normal back door, but then when it opens, it goes into a like almost going straight down into a very poorly lit room that is downwards into a basement.
Okay.
And he walks down. And he says, you can follow me, you're fine.
I will follow.
Alright. So as soon as you follow and you turn around, you are still in the basement, very stone, like, cobbled together. You can tell you are above the Boar's Head Inn. You can hear a band playing above you. You can hear like just noise, but it's not that. This is pretty well insulated with all that ruckus that you could tell is still going on. You could tell that the words being spoken here are not probably reaching anywhere near above. Upon seeing the room in front of you, is a long like mahogany table, and is many seats next to it with hooded figures already sitting down at it. And be like,
awesome.
And he looks. Everyone kind of looks at the attention, and as
just
the other
just
guy
for personal
throws on his cloak.
Yeah. For personal reasons, could we do the rest of this private?
Yep.
Oh, I'm enjoying myself too much. But what I might have to do here, I don't want anyone else to know about yet.
No, you're good. Good.
All right.
Might even, hold on, give me 1 second. Let me mute myself in stream. Sorry for recording purposes. day. All right, so yeah, I'll bring you up there. You can make another stealth check in D&D Beyond, and I will check it.
Mm-hmm. Using this, I have advantage on stealth now.
You do. Okay, sweet. So he's gonna make another stealth check to re-enter, and then we will begin the next day. All right.
18.
Yep, no one's seen.
Awesome.
And no one's checking from the air.
We get a knock on the door from the guard. Have you seen?
I know, right? Who's this weird guy who keeps flying on our roof? Yeah, you'll have to tell Donovan and his crew to start looking upwards if that's where they want to look. Because yeah, no one's looking up in the sky for anything. But yeah, next
There's
day.
no reason to.
Yeah,
No one ever looks up.
It's true. Next day happens. Morning's yours. You guys can. I imagine you will do the thing.
Yes.
All right, sweet.
I do have something else I want to tack on to it though.
All right, go ahead.
So after we get all of that done, I want to ask Thevrin how his alchemy skills are.
Oh, they're pretty good. They're decent.
So back home where I come from, there's a potion, or not really a potion, it's more of a kind of thing that we can put on our blades that kind of induce a fake death, if you will.
Oh, false death. At that point,
Yeah.
he reaches into his cloak and pulls out one of the many books of his trench coat robe, and starts thumbing through stuff. And he's like, "Yeah, I should be able to give you a potion that you can coat on your blade to still the heartbeat, to pretty much almost to have them appear dead."
Perfect. We may need that.
Alright.
And I don't really want to go to an alchemy shop and leave a
trail. I'll be able to do that. It's been a while since I've spun this up, but I think I can do it. I got you.
All right. So, shall we go meet Perryville then?
So you meet up in the afternoon around lunchtime when you come back from all this?
Yeah. So
Well,
yeah, I imagine it'll take us all
Quick
morning.
interjection.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's on the morning Emiko comes down, a plate of food's put in her face. Eat. He didn't eat anything.
Yeah, so before all of this has happened, go ahead.
Me exiting my room, seeing this. What the fuck is that thing?
What's on the plate?
It's basic protein strips from a pig, two pig links, eggs from a chicken or goose, don't really recall,
Where did Arno
and processed potato. It's hash browns.
All right. I'm gonna roll for.
Anyone want to explain to me what this thing is?
Puny man, be quiet.
Puny man.
I'll just be like, she'll take some nibbles of it, and then she'll just be, like try to sneak in chocolate in between, and she'll be like, "We don't really know what he is. he came
Will
from
you
the
stop
tower."
eating chocolate with the food? You need nutrition, not sweets.
She's like, "I'll make a deal with it. One bite of food, one bite of chocolate."
3 bites food, 1 bite chocolate.
We're already rationing out.
2 in 1. That's
3,
my final
1.
offer.
3, 1. I'll force feed you and strap you to a chair.
This is real kinky.
Jesus.
she just begrudgingly starts to eat. She's like, "Fine, Dad."
Good. Now, what did you need, puny man?
What the hell are you?
I'm Z88 Assault Platform, Arno1D. Who are you?
You're one of those automatons.
I am not an automaton.
I start kind of looking over you and just kind of poking at bits and pieces. I've seen things like you before, but never here. How did you get here? How are you?
Good.
How are you on this plane of existence?
Actually, I'm not from any plane of existence whatsoever. I'm from a different reality. This has already been proven. Here's my evidence. He taps his wrist, and you see a little record. You hear a voice recording of their conversation when they first met him.
Huh.
See,
Well, isn't that interesting?
indeed. Now, what did
Yeah.
you need?
Not much.
Good. Have a nice day.
Where did you? I look over to Emiko. Where did you find that?
I didn't find it anywhere. I was here and they brought it back. So
Who brought it
you-
back?
the rest of the group.
Let's not let it know what I am, please.
I don't know what you are, so.
It doesn't matter what you are. I can see the difference in your skin tone, your hair color, your eye color. It doesn't matter.
The fact that I have wings where no one else does.
Except Onar.
Yeah, but you're a dragon.
Born.
Yeah, but I look human compared to everyone. I'm more human.
Looking.
I mean, I look human.
Yeah,
Kind of.
because you are.
I just have fucking amazingly pearly white wings.
Yep.
Rocking this fashion show.
All right.
And I don't really care if you want to claim you're some angelic being. Where were you when the spires appeared? That's it. You didn't exist. Points at 'em.
Actually, I predate the spire.
Stairs.
Both of you staring down at each other. Emiko casually has finished all her chocolate and none of her
Yeah.
actual food.
She's been sneaking extra chocolate while this is going on.
It
Put
was
the
mine.
hand-
Go,
Puts a hand on her head.
No, I want a perception check versus
Oh, you know what?
the
You're
sleight
right.
of hand.
You're right. You're 100% right. Let's do this proper.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's a 5.
Ah!
I have negative.
13. Yeah, he definitely saw you.
He
You
puts
could
a hand
impose
on-
disadvantage because he's distracted, but
No, he's good. With a 5, it fucking doesn't matter.
Puts a hand on her head. Who said you can eat more chocolate between each bite?
She kind of gets that like pouty look on like blows her cheeks out. It's like-
God.
Your entire diet would literally lead you to having either diabetes or GERDs in the future. You need to eat a more nutritious balance.
Oh man.
This thing knows things. And it
Of
knows
course
a
I
lot
do.
of things.
Of course, I'm designed to.
That's exactly it.
Yes. Approved picture.
Ace, give yourself inspiration.
I already have it.
You have
Do
double.
it again.
You have double
Double
inspiration.
inspiration.
It's my campaign. Give yourself double inspiration.
Now, Miss Emiko, please eat the food without chocolate. He plucks the chocolate that was in her hand away. You can have this after you eat everything.
Fine.
Squirts it down like.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I have never seen one of you with such a interesting personality.
That's what they said when I was created.
That's what she said. Anyway, Emiko will eventually finish, right? And then she does leave early in the morning. So obviously this doesn't. Arno 1D is still up. And as you can obviously be there for that whole interaction roleplay, great. She does leave though for the whole morning. So probably a good 3 or 4 hours total. So it's about 9 or 10 if your character is awake and they want to do something before Emiko comes back. Just let me know.
I'm gonna be poking Donar to get his attention. Now that it's morning.
I don't want to do 2 private meetings in a row. So.
Well, no, this is more
Refrain.
about. This is more like I got a new. I think I can handle something. Throw something at me. Do something. Right,
I
so
was gonna go to
you're
the
waking
temple,
Donar up,
probably.
right?
Yes, I'm waking you up with, I want to try something.
Donar does that thing where he just like opens his eyes, you know, where someone was already clearly awake and just trying to fool themselves into thinking they were sleeping.
I'm
So
head
he
to the
just
temple
gets up
whilst they're doing this.
reluctantly. You what?
I'm gonna head to the temple whilst they're doing this.
All right.
So
Convene with Bahamut.
Not quite as reluctantly as you wake up in the morning, Ace, but like still reluctantly, but he actually does it. You know.
instead of just no. Anyway, so I'm poking him just like, so I think I can handle you know, your fire. Yeah, I want like, okay. Question real fast, out of character. How big is the courtyard exactly?
It's fairly decent. It's about 20 by 20.
It's gonna be hard not to burn the building down practicing in the courtyard.
It's fine. Yeah, no, I'm just like, so how about you try to burn me and I try to block it?
I look at you skeptically for a few seconds. I'm like, if you say so.
I get a little bit giddy and I strap the rest of my armor on and I grab my shield. I'm like, okay, let's try it.
All right. Well, if you want to do that, you roll your attack versus him.
Also, I'm gonna irresponsibly be attempting to do lightning breath.
Okay.
Walks out front door, hears crack of thunder.
So I need you to do two things. I want you to roll beforehand a concentration to see if you can concentrate enough to make it lightning.
What is concentration roll? Is that?
It's a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, just okay. It's something I'm actually good at theoretically. 20.
Oh yeah, dude, you feel it. You now have the you know that this small part that was inside of you, you figured it out upon actually trying to, instead of just practicing on yourself, right? You're like, hey, I'm gonna use my flame breath. I'm gonna use it, not in practice, but I'm going to. My friend wants me to, you know, throw some fire at him, but I want to try and do the thing that I want to do. And I've been working at, and in practical application, it's one of those things that you just snap. You get it now. You can definitely go between the two. However, he's gonna be really fucked up because lightning plus armor.
Look, this man.
Okay, so can I roll the attack now?
Yes, you can.
Well, actually, it's a DC 14. He'll take half damage if he saves.
Yep, that's exactly how that works.
It's 9.
Technically single target, right?
Ah, you just barely saved.
No, hold on. I am trying to test something. Because if it's technically single target, it's technically a +3 on that.
Well, lightning breath is not single target.
Nope.
It's a line attack.
Yeah, it's an AOE. Actually, both lightning and fire breath. My breath weapon is an AOE. It's a straight line.
Yep. Okay.
I think you saved regardless.
It's 5 by 30
Yeah.
feet dex save.
Actually, this is weird. Dex saving throw that you make against the effects that only targets you. Okay, yeah, only targets. Okay. Can't get zapped for what is that? 3 or 4 damage?
4.
That would be half damage, which rounds down, so it would be 4 damage. But I don't know what lightning does to you in armor.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I.
Double damage.
Yeah. I mean,
See, this is one of those situations where like it's similar to when I started that previous fight.
It's insulated. His armor, he's not wearing like metal on skin. Most of the time your armor's insulated, so he'll be alright.
Yeah, it's armor over clothes and cloak, technically.
Yeah, it's still gonna hurt like a bitch.
Oh, yeah. My hand is just kind of fried. My face is hurting.
Donar runs up. He's like, "Oh no, are you okay? But you said you would do something about this."
Fine. I pat myself down. I didn't expect that.
I know what you were trying to do, but this was the bad way to do it.
I like to imagine Arno is now walking down from the upstairs.
Oh, and by the way, this is loud, so everybody in there has heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I do just want to throw this out. There's nothing in the rules about armor taking extra damage for lightning, with the justification being, do people that wear cloth, does their cloth set on fire when they take fire damage? So
yeah.
once you start going down that rabbit hole, it starts to spiral quickly.
Yeah. No, I get it. I would like to think, though, that if the reason why is because if you're wearing cloth armor, you're more than likely a magic caster, which means you'd imbue your cloth with, like, anti-magic shit. And it would serve as your armor. Like, you know, because that's technically
I
your
will
armor.
I will counter your point with heat metal and the fact
Well,
that it
heat
can
metal's
be
a
used.
specific spell, though.
Yes.
It
Right.
specifically says that it can target.
Yeah.
So if
guess
you had a
everyone should be
lightning one
happy.
that specifically said can target metal, like,
Yeah.
I think
I
I
like it.
have a spell.
In Pathfinder, each spell, if it's a spell that does electricity damage, it will state specifically if it has any extra interactions with armor.
Sure,
Yeah,
I will say
and
that.
there's that. 5e has that too. There's some
Yeah.
stuff that do
Yep.
specific things to armor.
So due to the fact that there's no set rule, means it doesn't do shit unless otherwise it says.
Yeah.
Unless the
normal
DM
base
has
damage.
Or if the DM just wants it to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's a
Roll-
slippery slope.
Rule 0.
Yeah,
DM
rule
has final
zero, the
say.
DM says yes, what DM says goes.
I prefer a rule alpha omega because in the end, it is also the first thing you go to and the last thing you go to.
Yep.
I do love that I'm getting a chance to play this character this way, because, like, he's not stupid. He does quite a lot of smart things when he has time to think about things, but he's a little on the impulsive side due to his youth, and sometimes does things before he thinks about them.
Sounds good to me.
Like starting that previous fight when he saw a dude running at
Alright.
Silver.
So at this point, Kay, if you were sleeping, you hear a loud crash thunder. You can give me a perception check to say if you were if it woke you from your sleep. If you weren't sleeping, you hear a loud thunder. No perception check needed.
What time is it at this point?
Probably around 8, 9.
Yeah, probably around then. Donovan has made his way. Arno 1D, I think you were saying that you were gonna go over there to that noise as well. And you guys
Correct.
whatever.
As I'm patting myself down, I yell at Donor, I'm like, use fire, not whatever that hurt.
Oh, sorry, I didn't think about that. I've been practicing that for a while now, and I didn't think it would work.
The fuck did you guys do?
I get back in the stands, I'm just like, okay, try it again.
Try what again? What do you two idiots do?
You want fire this time, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll attack him again with fire breath.
Arno's just approaching from behind. What are you guys doing? You're gonna do damage to the surroundings instead of yourselves if you're not careful.
Donovan.
He goes to put a hand on Silver, then spellcast.
Donovan at this point has realized that he is well beyond his station and slowly slinks away.
He's not paid to guard us from ourselves.
Nope.
Oh, that's when my fire breath goes off because no one stopped me.
Yeah, go ahead, dude. Roll it.
7.
Knocking you in the back of the head with his wing.
I'm.
Ooh, you take all 7.
Well, hold on. I need to roll a resistance as well.
Yeah, you were definitely in there if you tried to stop him.
Yep.
Let's see, what is this?
Dex.
Dex save?
Yeah.
Did I just roll a 1?
Yep. 1 plus 4.
Damn.
Yep.
I'm like, oh god!
You both
Silver,
take 7 points of
Are you
damage.
sure you want this? This doesn't seem like a good idea.
I'm just coughing at this point. No, I'm fine.
It's not time. It's not often you see players take a long rest and then immediately take damage of their own fruition, but whatever.
Ezra just arrives to see the fire breath. What the fuck am I walking? What's going on here, guys?
You pass Donovan on the way back, who's just like, wow.
I was just like, Silver.
What are y'all doing?
Oh, good.
So, was Kay sleeping at 8?
Yeah, probably sleeping. You'd get up around 9.
Alright, roll a perception.
Okay.
I feel like rolling a Constitution check would make sense at this point after all that.
A crack, and then just a slight whoosh.
You rolled a 7.
Alright, no, you slept through that shit. You're fine.
Fucking A.
Just like me.
Building shook. Everything's fine.
Yeah, like, even the second breath, you're whatever. Pass the fuck out.
And so I guess like it's like smoldering on the edge of like the cloth bits of what you're wearing, and I'm just like, I'm really uncomfortable with doing this again.
I highly recommend you do not. What is your point of doing this?
I don't
I'd
know.
like to
Silver
know
told
the
me
same.
to do this.
I use cure wounds on myself.
What the hell?
I was just practicing.
7.
Who practiced?
Practicing what?
Take
Pain
damage.
tolerance.
Pain tolerance. I've woken up something in me. It's called masochism.
Well,
Good,
you see,
good point, voice in the sky. What are you, some sort of masochist?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't see what a shield would do against a beam of fire.
It's fine.
There is nothing fine. Literally, you got struck by, I'm assuming, thunder, and now you just decided to have yourself incinerated. There's nothing fine about that. In fact, that is more stupid.
This is just Arno talking.
I'm just testing if I can do something, and I'll
Do what? You
I'm
have not
just-
answered the what.
Yeah. For once, I agree with the automaton.
Not an automaton.
You spit fucking oil. You're an automaton.
I do not spit oil.
Alright, you guys continue.
Actual image of what happened.
So, man known as Silver, why did you do this?
Attempt to block the top image instead.
In your head, bottom image. In reality, top image.
Do you think your little shield would protect you from such a cone of magic?
Magic.
Technically, fire breath is not magic. It's actually just non-magical fire.
That's fantastic. This is going by as far as Arno understands.
I'm just like, what are you talking about? It's breath.
Oh, look, something the robot man doesn't understand.
Yeah, I would also look at him confused of like, wait, what? I wasn't using magic. I was just breathing fire.
You have a gland inside your throat to mix chemicals to cause fire.
He is a half dragon.
Yeah, look, and I take a deep breath and then just shoot fire into the sky.
Is it really a good idea to be wasting all of your ability to do that today?
No, it's on a cooldown, and since we're out of combat and
Yeah, the recharge
Marco
is
hasn't
not-
stopped me,
Yeah, the recharge is just for combat.
yeah, then it's actually not an issue.
Waves his
I'll-
hand, clearing
Just
smoke.
allowed. I'll just do a short rest after this for breakfast.
Raise his hand, wrist drops down and starts spinning like a helicopter blade. It's exactly what you just said you were doing.
No, he just waves his hand in front of his face to clear the smoke. Either way, stop it. You're gonna burn everything. Look, the shrubbery.
Yeah, the shrubbery is
Gone.
yeah.
Our beautiful courtyard.
Look what you've done. You've caused more damage here than, and this is your own property. I guess it makes sense, but why?
I'm still unclear on that myself, as I look questioningly at Silver.
We all turn and look at Silver.
It's a form of training. I know what I know what to prepare for now. As I just kind of brush myself off and I just go for food.
I shrug and follow him.
That makes absolutely no sense.
Did Arno 1D make breakfast for everybody or just Remy?
Yes.
Is it spicy?
Depends. Do you want spice? He starts
What?
walking in.
Well, no, that was an out of character question because you said you already made it, right?
Yes, but you do know how seasoning can work and also re-preparation.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna add spices to it if it wasn't spicy already.
He already cooks.
We have slabs of pork skin. We have pork links, processed potato, goose or chicken eggs. Didn't check, didn't care.
Really neither.
Yeah,
Some sort of
they're
lizard.
emu.
You fucking know, just quail eggs. He has like 80 billion quail eggs. Just fucking.
Sits down at table, starts eating
No,
food.
it's like a dinosaur. They still
This isn't
exist.
bad.
It's a pterodactyl egg. It's fucking
That's
huge.
true.
I mean,
What-
definitely be
just
able to make
makes
enough
one
for
egg.
everybody.
Oh, man.
I don't know. Now all I can think about is too many cooks, and that gag went on way, way, way past when it stopped being funny.
All right,
Yeah,
so
it's not funny now they even bring it up. So,
at the time that everyone has, started eating, Emiko, you've had more than enough time because you wake up at the crack of dawn to come in at this moment.
there's one missing here. I'll be back. He goes up the
Let-
stairs.
Let her sleep.
Okay,
Oh, wait, no,
well,
Her?
it's him. It's him.
Him.
Her.
Yeah, he's
Him.
okay.
I'm trying to. I'm forgetting which one's up there again. Let him
Nonsense.
sleep.
the
Nonsense.
one female voice is the
male.
guy.
Only male character, yeah. Or is the
The only male.
Only male? What the hell?
Oh yeah, surprise!
twist.
All of your characters are
Plot
female.
twist.
Ah, yes. I'm Arnold 1D. Means Arnold stands for Arnet. Clearly.
Turns out in this universe,
nobody really knows
Arnoid.
what's in Ezrenos'
It's
past.
Arnoid.
Yeah, it's true,
It turns
yeah.
out in this universe, dragons are like frogs in reality.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can be whatever the fuck you want at a flip of a switch. So, Arnold hearing let him sleep. Nonsense. You're a bunch of adventurers. You need to have a balanced meal every morning.
All right, so at this
And
point,
evening.
okay, if you want to
Adventure.
continue to try to sleep, you have to roll a Constitution. If you don't, then this automaton is clearly, or not automaton, sorry, Warforged is outside of your room talking shit.
What time is it?
It is time to wake up. Open door.
Probably about 9:30ish, 9:45ish.
Doesn't matter if the door is locked, breaks door.
Yeah, I think he's gonna sleep until 10. I think that's a good time for him.
All right, then I need you to con check against clearly this loud man who's trying to wake you up.
Is it just a saving throw or just regular con?
You can do saving. No, if you want to fucking sleep, dog. She, with the resilience of nobody else,
Yeah.
just turns around and just. You may have looked like you may have startled her or him, but he just fucking turns around and just.
This will not do. He enters the room now.
And you know that classic remove sheet blanket and just one
Yeah.
does that. Get up.
Thank God he's not nude.
No, so here's the thing, right? Kay probably fell asleep with the book. That book was over his genital area, right?
Yeah.
And
Uh-huh.
when he does it, it's like that teacup video.
Yeah.
Like the blanket gets ripped out, but
Mhm.
the teacup
The book.
stays there.
The book's there.
So the book's there. Oh man.
It is time for breakfast. Get up.
That's on you. With that concentration check, you can continue sleeping if you want. Or
Also, while this is going on, I'm gonna fix some like little snacks for the road.
yeah, you want to make some spicy jerky?
Yeah, I can only make 2 with my current stats, but yeah.
Gotcha.
Kay's gonna wake up because sleeping without a blanket is
Sign of a
a
psychopath.
crime.
Oh, just kidding.
Something only demons do.
Oh, I guess I must be a demon.
She
You
does
know
have-
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, how dare you? That's slander. Yeah, Kay's gonna wake up. It's like, what are you doing in my room?
What are you doing sleeping? It's 9:30. It's time to get moving.
I was reading last night. I didn't know we had things to do today.
Yeah, that was it. That was what I was looking
He puts a hand over his teacups because now he feels
for. Teacups.
oh yeah.
It's covering like all his, even though he's not nude. I imagine he sleeps
He's
with
got the
his
teacups
undergarments. But yeah.
Feel self-conscious.
Oh,
No kidding.
God.
What are we doing today? What's happening? Is an emergency?
Yes, it's called breakfast. Get up and eat. Your nutrition levels are low.
Do you want to make me breakfast in bed instead?
No, get down and eat with the rest.
Damn it. Well, I guess I tried. It's like, can you get out of my room so I can change?
Of course. Walks out, closes the door.
Goes back to sleep.
If it was me, yeah, he would go back to sleep.
I know.
Does he?
Kay gets changed and he goes down the stairs.
Arno already halfway down the stairs. He waited.
Oh,
Hey, we made it to day 4. Congratulations. That only took us 8.
All hail for day 4.
So much things have happened since day 1.
Yeah, kind of. These days are kind of like jam-packed. Maybe I should just spread more time out. I don't know. We'll see. But, so Emiko's there. I don't know if she wants to share with the group quickly on what was done, but yep. Day 4.
Yeah, no.
Nah, no one needs to know.
She kind of understands that no one's really gonna care what she did.
Understood. Yep.
But she will say that her and Thevrin are getting ready to go meet with Perry Vale. That you're welcome to come, but it's not necessary. It's just gonna be knocking out some details.
Is that Donar in the kitchen?
I was memeing about it. No, I'm not gonna set the kitchen on fire. But yes, that was the joke.
Alright.
Out of character question for a second, Ace, did you full heal off of the short rest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because if you didn't, I could also through my chef thing let you heal a bit more.
I'm sorry, what? You can heal people by being a chef?
Yes, my character is actually a
Profession
cook.
chef.
He's an acknowledged cook.
I need to know how you heal people with food.
I mean, sustenance, right?
How do I kill people with bullets? I shoot them at people. He feeds people. What the fuck are you asking?
Like, I can get how food helps you heal over time, but Like, the thought behind this is that he puts food in front of someone, and just the mere presence of it heals them. I'm like,
He
I
put
need
some gluteus
cancer.
maximus powder in it. Who fucking knows? It's magic.
Magic food.
Also,
This is
Ace,
what
give your-
happens. Oh, this is what happens when they see the
Shokugeki.
food.
No.
Also, Ace, give yourself 2 temp HP because I'm giving you one of the snacks. Okay.
Now that everyone's had the breakfast, everyone should be ready to do whatever they need to do. Now, excuse me, I have a city to go explore. He puts on his helmet and starts to walk out the front door.
Have fun.
I
Be
will.
safe.
I am.
Oh, that bottom one is
Don't get
like
stolen.
Donar cooking in
I
the head
won't.
of that librarian that was reading the dragon stuff.
God damn, what the fuck? The fluffy cat with the fuck
Magic food.
meowgic.
Alright, so, is anyone going with me?
Where are you going?
To Perryville. Like I said, no
By
one
all
has to go. I'm just...
I will accompany you.
That's not a good idea.
What?
You're the whole reason we're having to go through this. Perryville's already brought your name up.
What do you mean I'm the reason we have to go through this?
We were told very specifically that the reason that he put these precautions in place was because of your little stunt.
Actually, yes. What she just posted is what Donar does.
All the more reason for me to come and apologize myself.
Maybe we need more
yeah,
time for that to offer.
I don't mind you doing the apology. Let's just not do it while we're trying to negotiate a contract here.
I finish eating what I have, and I'm just like,
Wouldn't
yeah.
that make... You take away any ability for me to do anything around here.
Do you want
Amako,
us
I'll
to
go
be
with
arrested?
you.
I'm not going to be arrested.
No, you're going to get all of us arrested.
I'm not going to get anyone arrested.
That's right, because you're staying here.
Like hell.
Damn. We have a lot
I'm
of
sorry, but it's going to take the 9 hells to keep me confined to this place forever.
It's literally a day.
I don't care. I would like to see what's going on. Y'all are all doing things without me, and I feel bored and lonely.
I would suggest reading a book.
I have several books. I read them all last night.
Donar, will you keep him occupied?
He couldn't keep me here if he tried.
Kay, it's like, hold on. I have a book you might be interested in. I think you also may need this. And he gives them the dating book.
I don't need this. I don't need this.
I suggest
You're handing me things that I don't need. I need one for the opposite side.
I look at Mako and it's like, is the rest of your species like this?
Like what?
I just stare at it.
Wait, who's getting inspiration?
Donar suggests that Az comes with them to the library.
But I don't want to go back to the library.
You said you were out of books. I'll help you find something interesting.
But I grabbed the books that were the most useful to what I'm trying to do.
Didn't you say you wanted to join the college? Don't you need to talk to Thevrin?
Yes.
Thevrin's going with me, so Thevrin will not be there.
There's
Quiet.
other things that need. I want to be a part of things. I don't
You
want to
will.
be confined and shoved into the shadows.
This
I
is
like knowing things. I need to feel important.
Can you shed your wingy bits and hide under a cloak?
Actually, I can do just that. I run to my room and grab my cloak and run back and just cover up and draw my hood. See, now you can't even tell who I am.
You're still speaking, though.
Fine, I'll shut up.
Cool. My character.
Hell, I'll even put a mask on if you want me to.
I think that seems a little too suspicious with a cloak and a mask in the middle of a day.
God, I missed my 3.5. Where's the used disguise?
There is a disguise kit, so technically you would need that.
Oh, man.
If you want me to change how I look, I can change how I look. Pulls hood down, changes hair color.
Anyway, Emiko, we need to do the thing, right? We allow
What thing?
others.
You'll
Huh?
have a
No.
thing.
The thing.
I just go quiet and just like, it's okay. I'm okay. It's just an early morning.
So
She's really confused at the moment.
the
Yes, let's go on, yeah.
All right, so we have broken out just for me. Arno is exploring the city by himself. And who's going to Perryville? Emiko, Hunter, or
I want to
Ez,
go.
Silver.
Silver.
Emiko is still very against Ez going.
Okay.
I'm also against Ez going, but I'm not
Fuck
gonna force
y'all.
him not to go.
You
It's
can't
just
force
a
me to
dumb
do shit.
idea.
I'm
It's
not
not a dumb
forcing
idea.
you to.
It's an amazing idea.
I'm not
And none
forcing
of
you
you
to do
can
anything.
stop
I'm
me if I want to go
excluding you from.
anyway.
I'm excluding you from doing things. He's like, I'm not forced.
It's not like any of you could stop me if I wanted to go anyway.
You want to try?
I mean, it is 4 against 1.
do you
Fuck,
want to?
I have killed dragons! What do you people not understand about this?
Well, considering that you supposedly can't harm us, this should be very easy.
I can't harm those two! You're free game, little lady!
You want to go? We'll go right now. She
Starts-
draws her blade and just like looks at him.
Spreads wings wide, draws sword. You wanna fucking go? Let's fucking go!
No, hold on. Hold on.
Do we have any snacks?
Donovan,
I-
that you hear audibly the guard be like, "Oh man, they might not be paying us enough money."
Bullshit! They're getting paid like 10 times what they would anywhere else.
Yeah, but they're about to witness a murder and they're not sure how this goes.
Yeah.
They're also not sure about who's about to get murdered.
Yeah, Emiko's real serious. She ignites the blade.
Oh shit.
You ignite your blade, I ignite my eyes, bitch.
I don't care.
You wanna
Kay,
see some shit? I can show you some shit.
Kay steps in and he's like, hey, like, let's take a breather. Let's figure out what we're gonna do in this situation if you come along.
He's not coming along. That's the final answer.
You
and-
can't stop me.
And me.
You want to watch me?
You
and-
don't stand a chance, little lady.
As Emiko, let's take a 10-minute. Emiko, let's go get more chocolate. Just me and you. Let's go get more chocolate.
No, she just walks out. She's done. Just turns and walks out. She's like, I don't need any of you, and just leaves.
Kay's gonna follow.
I'm going to follow
Perceive
as
sword.
Yeah, imagine she sheaths her. Emiko will sheath her sword, or is she walking out with a burning fucking sword? It's up to you. I just want to make sure that I need to understand how Donovan's gonna react when you come storming out.
Yeah, she probably won't sheath it until she gets down the stairs to the front.
All right, so then you see Donovan. You don't even need to roll intimidation. Absolutely white face, shit face. Like I don't know if I should say anything. So he just kind of like sits there. It's like, have a good day.
As he shits himself.
Yeah, it's like,
Question before I decide if I follow them or not. Did I finish reading the book yesterday? Or is it too long for that?
Which book did you have again? I just need a reminder.
The
sorry.
the one
I'm
that
like
that
3
you
bears deep.
the one with Tiamat in the name.
Oh, no, that one's huge.
Okay.
You got about maybe 40% if you did nothing but read.
I'm just gonna shrug and go back up to my room and read more of the book.
Yeah, that's a live action footage of me, except no glasses, I guess. I'm getting old. Yep.
I just pick up a chair and fucking sling it against the wall.
I don't think there are any chairs left.
If there was one good chair, like I like to think Arno 1D made like one of the 3 Propus wood, but only one, and that's the one that he threw and it breaks against the wall. Yep. So, I mean, the world is yours, right? Like I can't. So, Arno 1D. I don't know if you want to do something specific, or if you just want to like, I'm going to explore the city. You were the first one out, so you get first dibs. If you're here, I know you're on mute. So, if not, then I'll cycle to somebody else. All right, sweet. That's the info I need. Everybody else, nope. So Ez is breaking furniture. Donar is reading.
Ez is gonna go find a blacksmith after breaking the chair.
Actually, one other thing before I start reading, I'm gonna wait, give people a little time to get away, and then sneak up through Ez's room to the roof and see if I can stealthily try gliding again. It was addictive.
Ez standing in his room. Can I help you?
I thought you just left through the front door.
I would have come back to my room to get my stuff first.
Yeah, I imagine he'll wait.
Oh, that's in character.
Yeah, I would have come to get my satchel and books.
It's not a purse, it's a satchel.
Satchel, fuck you.
Well, then I'd wait for you to leave, and then I'd go on the roof.
Yeah, I imagine this is something Dornar is gonna wait until, like, no one's around, because he wants to do this in secret.
Yeah, he's pretty self-conscious about it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he doesn't mind that you know, but you being here means other people are probably still around.
Yeah, except no one is, so if you guys want to RP that.
Seize this.
Ahead.
You're going on the roof again, aren't you?
I look down and like momentarily in a little bit of shame, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go on the roof.
I just put my hand on your shoulder. Eventually you'll get it. Just keep trying what I showed you. Walk by.
You wanna go down together?
If I start actually, that's not a bad idea. I can get a better head start towards where I'm going.
Alright, so you don't really have to give a strength check to climb up. It's very easy, but if you want to roll a dice, see if you roll a 1, kill yourself, you can go ahead and do that.
Somehow managed to hang yourself on the roof.
How would I kill myself climbing like a couple feet?
It would have to be like
I just told you. All you need is 3 feet of rope to hang yourself.
He's not wrong. I would just take it. I wouldn't roll. But I know
I'm
some
not
people like
gonna
to
roll.
Yep. So
you want to test your luck? Go ahead.
You make it to the roof. No issues. So while everybody else is making their way up to Perryvale, we can do this. So.
I'm gonna watch him. I'm gonna like observe him and what he does before I make my attempts.
You watch as I extend my wings, and kind of flex them a little bit, and then just take off and start heading towards the shopping district. Right. I'll be back later.
I want before you roll your glide, Donar, I want you to roll a perception check to see how much you can understand on how his wings are moving and how they may be different than yours.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll that.
I'm so glad I have advantage on perception right now.
You'll have advantage on your attempt. You have a really good understanding of what he's doing, so you can roll yours with advantage now.
What were we doing this as?
You'll be able to roll it as advantage as well. I believe we were doing just a straight dex saving.
It was dex? Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was
I will
dex.
roll a dex saving throw with advantage.
Yes. I believe our DC is...
7!
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I said this
I just turn back just to see what he does, if he can do it.
20 feet up?
Yeah,
okay.
Which is why I questioned why you were saying it was only 1 floor.
Okay.
Well, turn around to see him fall
I do have feather
God,
fall
no.
though, which is I can do on reaction to falling.
All right, sweet. Go ahead and is that a concentration?
No. No.
Okay, then yeah, I would cast that.
Okay.
Forget to unfurl your wings.
Oh no.
Just
We come
jump up.
back. We come back. He's on the ground. His leg's broken. He's been waiting for us.
It's so sad.
Well, it says I take no fall damage.
All right,
Yeah.
so
with
you
this,
do
so-
you do fall awkwardly. Even though you tried to apply his angelic wings with your dragonborn wings, and that did not pan out the way that you expected. However, you do still have a really strong grasp of like, all right, so this is how this being flies, right? I can still apply this to how I can fly. However, you definitely didn't get there today, as you met with almost the ground, and if you didn't do a quick casting spell, you would have taken probably a lot of damage. 2d6 to be fair.
Well, I mean, that would nowhere near kill me. Like a 20-foot fall,
Yeah,
I don't think can
what's your
mechanically kill Donar.
What's your total health point?
29 plus
Okay,
2 temp
now
HP.
I want you to think, right? Imagine being at your 100% efficiency, right? And then for whatever reason you're at half efficiency. Like, you're right, it's not going to kill you, but it's going to hurt.
Yeah.
That's the point I wanted.
Also, in my head, the reason I screwed up is because I watched what he did, and he flew off. He didn't glide. So
True.
I tried to glide with flying motions and just yeeted down.
Yep, that makes
Yeah, that's
perfect
a fair
sense.
point. I probably should have glided
Oh,
first.
that's hilarious. You just start kind of flapping your wings in a motion. You don't have any brace of air whatsoever. You
Nope,
Yeah.
he did not take any wood. Woof. Luckily, take no damage. You can still continue to roll the next time we do this session at advantage. DC will be lower to 18. So, I think.
Alright, but after that, I'm gonna slink back up to my room and
Read your
pretend
book.
that I didn't just do that and read the book.
Yep, sounds good. All right, we will fast forward. You said Ez wants to go to, especially it's shorter to Diagon if you're going to the blacksmith than it is to Perryvale. So even with this RPing, you probably still would make it there.
Mm-hmm.
So we can jump to you, and then we will jump to the Perryvale section. Let me roll to see if we get an encounter. You do not. Let me roll if the other group gets an encounter. Okay.
Probably hard to encounter something while you're 40 to 50 feet in the air.
Well, there are certain things, without giving too much, where it doesn't matter if you're that high up in the air.
Ah, yes.
For one, the
True.
guards could just start shooting at you.
Yeah, that's one of them.
They see me do this enough to know that I'm not a problem.
dragon attack you.
Yeah.
Just fly by and eat you mid.
Just like, yes, my old foe.
Just send the dragon as one of them.
Turns out there are some monsters that are, that do fly,
Yeah.
but you do not encounter them. I imagine you're going to the blacksmith that everyone's using, which is Diagon.
I think I only know of the one. So.
Yes, he's been the only one that you've been to, and that's only because everyone knows that he's the best. Even the other people will tell you, like, yeah. So, when you land, he is, you hear cursing, in Dwarvish. Do you understand Dwarvish?
I do indeed.
Okay. So what you hear is, fucking shit! Why is this so fucking complicated? I'm a master smith. And then as you walk in, he's in the back room, but his wife is in the front. And he says, we have a fucking patron! And then, it looks at you, and she says that in Dwarvish, but then she speaks to you in common, and then, she says, how can I help you?
I reply in Dwarvish, just looking for something a bit better than this old thing. And I kind of show my sword.
She mutters in Dwarvish, that's embarrassing. She responds to you in Dwarvish, so. And the conversation will be in Dwarvish since you've presented it in Dwarvish, unless you say otherwise. She goes, we have many different swords. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? And she points at the wall. And you see all standard swords. There's no magical, nothing like plus, 1 or 2. It's all right now just still standard swords.
Not particularly looking for anything magical. I know I won't find it. So.
Yet.
I'm looking for something with heft yet light, something that has a heart, if you would.
She looks.
Maybe a sword, maybe a spear, maybe a trident.
And as you look around, you will see, there are spears and tridents. They are not as prominently featured. They're mostly, he takes a lot of pride in his armor and his swords, smithing ability. So those are the ones mounted. But you will see spears and like even not harpoons. What do I want to say? Like throwing spears. Spears that are designed
Javelins.
to throw. Javelins. Thank you. Stuff like that.
I'm more or less looking for something that calls to me.
Well, if there's anything in particular I can help you look for, just let me know.
I will ask if I require assistance.
And then she lets you peruse.
Just kind of look around, see what I can see. Anything stands out as particularly immaculate, I guess.
Everything in here, even though it's standard quality, right? It's nothing like +1. It's still, it's everything you'll find in the base player's handbook as far as weapons go. However, it's expertly made. It's not +1.
Is there anything?
But...
Is there anything silvered?
Yeah, you can find silvered swords. God, you find some things made in silver, but silver is not a very durable material. I don't even know if the player's handbook had silver. I don't think it does.
There are silver swords, or silvered weapons.
Silver?
Yeah, because some monsters have to have silvered weapons to do damage to them.
So yeah, you would find everything that is. I'm getting the weapons up now. So, yep.
Yeah, I don't think silvered is listed in the player's handbook. I think it's.
But yeah, you'd find a silvered short sword. It's not.
Oh.
Martial ranged weapons: blowgun, crossbow, longbow, net, whip, warhammer, warpick, trident, short sword, scimitar, rapier, pike, loring saw, maul, longsword, lance, halberd, greatsword, great axe, glaive, flail, battle axe, sling, shortbow, dart, crossbow, light, spear, sickle, quarterstaff, mace, light hammer, javelin, hand axe, great club, dagger, club. And you can take off all like he's not gonna have a club. He'd have a great club because that would at least be studded, but it's still not gonna be. Or net.
I'm gonna kind of call out to the lady again. Would it be possible to make a commission?
We're working on some things, but yeah, we could probably put in a commission. What are you looking for?
Something simple. I'm gonna pull out a notebook and just kind of draw out kind of the basic kind of design. I'm looking for something like this, and give me 1 second. Let me something in RDM if I can find it again. I just looked at it. God damn it! Where did it go? Why?
Are you looking for anything silvered?
No, as completely unique thing that isn't often. Well, I mean, it's brought up a few times. Let me do this and this. There we go.
All right, take a look.
It's a chakram.
A chakram? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, looks at your design and be like, oh yeah, we could probably craft something like that. Do you want it just made out of iron or?
I'll leave that up to the smith, whichever they would prefer to work with.
All right. Let me see if I can get you a price for that. That would run you 15 gold pieces.
Would it be possible to get 2 of them made?
And then it would be 30.
Here you go. I'll hand her over 30 gold pieces.
And you can expect that done, and then you hear in Dwarvish, tomorrow. They yell from the back.
Excellent. Excellent. I will return for them tomorrow around this time, if that will suffice.
That will be great.
Thank you for your patronage. Or thank you for your assistance.
Not a problem. Thank you for your patronage.
And I will leave.
She winks at you a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You know, give that.
I wink right back.
Oh, yeah. Please don't have relations with my Smith's. Anyway.
Especially after we've already basically hired them.
Yeah, trying to sow domestic dissent.
Home wrecker.
Hey. Who says I'm trying to wreck the home? Maybe I'm trying to get in the home.
Oh, God. Be part of the home.
Wanna have a throuple? Like,
Did you know it's not gay if it's in a three-way?
Hey, Ez ain't picky.
It's the golden rule. With the honey in the middle, there's some leeway.
Alex, can I get things you shouldn't say on stream for 500, please?
It's literally on YouTube. It's fine.
I know. But anyway,
This isn't Twitch. Everything's good.
yeah, we will fast forward to well, Ez, if you want to do something else, that's fine. Just let me know. But we will now fast forward because that's enough time for Perryvale's for them to arrive at Perryvale's group. So it's 8:49. Actually, is there anything Ez wants to do before we do this? Because this might be the last thing before the session ends.
I'm gonna see if I can't covertly find them and follow them.
Depending how no one's trying to hide, I'll let you roll a perception, and it's not going to be a very high DC.
I'll go ahead and throw my hood up. 11.
Yeah, that's enough. Like, you see them probably, with the time this is taken, they're almost there. But you flying, I imagine you're flying.
I could do either or.
If you're flying, you see them and can probably do it. If you're not flying, you won't find them. So
Okay, well then yeah, I'll fly.
Clarification question, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Are your wings retractable?
No.
Yes,
Then you're wearing clothes that allow wings through them, and you have wings poking out to fly.
My basic outfit allows me to poke my wings out. My cloak, however, does not, and it can be used to conceal them.
So you're carrying clothes with you to wear. Okay.
Yeah, I have a cloak.
Yeah, he has a cloak.
I have a cloak that allows me to conceal them. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So with 11, you do spot the building that they have entered, but it'll take you some bit to get there, but it's very easy to kind of see. Kay is honestly the one who really stood out. Lo and behold, a tiefling.
You need me to roll for stealth by chance?
Well, they won't have seen you because you just saw them as they were entering the building, so you know which building they're in. But you don't know. And honestly, with the rumblings of the town, everyone know where Perryvale set up shop. So you probably wouldn't even know, just based off of when the announcement was done, where they were heading.
Okay.
If you want to go there, that's up on you. You can start making your way there. They're gonna have probably a good at least 10 minutes before you would arrive. You let me know if you want to do anything or barge in as we shift gears. Okay. So you walk in to Perryvale, to the quote-unquote town hall, right? The new mayor's office. And the line's even longer than it was yesterday.
All right. If this is a crowded building, then 100% I'm going to walk in. Casually waiting like 3 minutes behind them to just walk in.
Yep, go ahead.
Well, so on the way there, do we notice any, like, protesting or rioting or?
No, right now, these people are still like lined up to try to do things officially. No one who has been in the Merchants Guild has given up on the process as of yet, and no one is like protesting or doing anything like that
Alright.
as of yet. But this line is huge.
All right. Well, we'll cut to the front.
Yeah, at that point, Claire, you lock eyes with Claire, who yesterday, if you remember, looked disheveled. Now looks exhausted. Her eyes are like bloodshot. Like it doesn't look like she's gotten a lot of sleep. And she sees you though, and she does her best to put her mask back on, and she's just like, "Oh, you're here for Perryville?"
Yep.
And then at that point, she kind of goes to like get up to go. She stumbles a little bit as she tries to get up out of her chair, and the dwarf who is in front of her is like, "We were just talking here," and then Perryville walks out of the stairs before anything can happen. And, "Oh, please, to my office." And Claire sits down.
I will follow him up to his office.
So Theverin's there, sits down in the same seat, doesn't even wait to be seated down. But Perryville does a motion. Sit, please.
All right, I will do the customary half bow from my tradition and sit down.
It's okay.
So
Silver are also there, so you guys can also sit if you'd like. There's enough chairs for you.
All right, sitting down.
All right. Yeah. So we've come to discuss your proposal.
Oh yes, I'm happy to see you. What have you come up with?
We are willing to help you out.
Good.
As a sign of good faith between our two organizations. However, we would like something a little more official. You're a businessman, I think you understand. And I will present the contract that we drew up.
Oh. He takes out a pair of reading glasses. And he skims it real quickly, he picks it up, reads it, just looks at you again, and just like a face of just surprise, and just like, you not only walk the walk, but you talk the talk.
Well, I know you're a man of high importance. I know you have connections, and I'm sure you already know who I am.
Can I speak with you personally?
You mean away from these people, or?
Correct. Theverin looks at you just to see what your response is. Doesn't give you any guidance in his eyes or anything like that.
It's like, I don't mind.
Okay. Theverin will, when you say that, gets up to walk out of the room. There's no other section, so they would have to leave. He does look to Silver and Carrie to see if they would.
I'll just kind of turn around and give them a nod.
Alright, so is anybody going to stay then?
He's asking us to leave?
Yeah, just to step outside for a minute.
If you turned and nodded, I guess.
Okay, we'll leave after locking eyes with Emmy.
And Silver also leaves?
I'm hesitant. I'm obviously about to move for the door, but I'm also not moving fast. Just kind of staring at the situation as kind of hesitant to leave.
Sweet. But you do eventually.
Well, I was trying to see if there was a reaction from anyone. If no one makes a reaction, I guess I will just.
Yeah, I'll just kind of mouth, it's okay.
Okay.
gonna drop you in a private chat.
All right.
All right. Let me mute for the people that will come back and actually rewatch the stream because I found out.
All right. motion everybody back in.
I will be right back.
All right.
How
Did you-
soundproof was that door?
Can I
Very soundproof.
can
You
I
wouldn't
roll
have
like
heard
an
shit.
insight check to see how it went?
Yeah, you go ahead. Roll an insight.
The atmosphere of the room, I guess.
So as soon as you walk in, you see Paravel looking at the information that Emiko handed to him, and he's signing on the line. Thevrin looks at Emiko like almost bewildered, but obviously in a just like more surprised, and then like, well, this is, I didn't see this coming. Like in a nod of
She just kind of gives a smile and she's like, I spent about 10 years in diplomatic training.
shit. And it looks like it paid off. And Thevrin hands it back to you and says, your armbands, I will issue you how many in your party?
Well, I believe someone just informed us that a guild by the city's charter is no less than 11 people, so let's say 11.
11 sounds good. What you can do, in fact, give me a second. He picks up what seems to be a sending stone, and a message is, we need yellow, 11 total. He's like, wait 5 minutes for me.
Okay.
And then at this point, he goes, well, being mayor's been difficult, especially when you upheaval things like I have. It's not the best approach. But I know you've only been here shortly. How all of you really, besides you, Thevrin, how have you enjoyed your stay?
Oh, it's been a bit chaotic. But yeah.
As mayor, what are you noticing? What can I?
I'm back.
At this point, it's funny that you're back because that 10 minutes have gone by, so you could probably enter the building if you chose, or you can wait outside wherever you want to do.
I'll probably wait outside, honestly.
So at this point, he goes, "I'm trying to be an efficient leader. What have you noticed that we need? Feel free to speak candidly."
Well, I think jobs.
Yeah, I agree. So what jobs outside of the tower? I feel like there should be another job market besides just adventuring the tower. Because clearly not everyone's fit for that, or responsible enough to take action.
Right. I do think, and you did mention this earlier, it is a difficult position to be in because we are in the middle of a desert. You can't have farmers here.
Nope.
There's only so many stores you can open.
Yep.
But I think many of these people, even if they're not the most responsible or whatnot, these people have combat experience. I mean, you can pick some out for guards.
True. More barrack work. Increasing job employment. Okay.
Yeah. I think as long as people are able to put food on their table, you're going to keep some sense of order in this city. Because just last night, I know for a fact we witnessed petty theft that was spurred on by the fact that they had lost access to the tower.
That's what I was afraid of. I didn't think it would be so soon.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised myself. Less than 12 hours. But I will warn you, I expect that if that keeps up, very soon you're going to have people beating down the doors, protest, riots. You may need that guard.
True. No, I think that's a good idea. I think employment is in creating job opportunities for all of the people.
Yeah, and I know for a fact there are 3 open guard positions.
He looks at you slyly, and he's like, I see you've partaken some of the barracks.
Well, you know, We just came into possession of some new land. Needed somebody to look out after it.
Yeah. Well played. He goes, well, thank you. Do you any of you else have other suggestions? He scans, looks at, of course, Silver and Kay. Devin doesn't say anything.
I've spent little time here, so I've yet to notice anything else. So I cannot give a response.
Okay. Looks at Silver.
The city just needs trade.
What was that?
The city needs trade from elsewhere to sustain itself.
Imports. Yes, well, we are a desert. We're a desert town. We do need materials that come from not the desert. Maybe opening up our supply lines.
Well, with more caravans means less people in the city, right?
True. Maybe a settlement outside of the city.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time. And at that point, a human, he's fairly tall. He's about 6'2", and he's got brown hair. He comes in, sir, I have the armbands as requested, and he holds out 11 yellow, looks like leather armbands, but if anybody of the magic variety can tell that it is posing with some sort of magic, like there's something in here that's arcane in nature. Tevrin just looks at that too, and it's like intriguing. And he hands all 11. Well, the guy hands it, thank you, and then he turns and leaves. Paravel looks at all of you, and he hands you the 11 armbands, and he says, or he hands Emiko the 11 armbands. And he's like, well, I appreciate you being open and candid with me, as I have with you. We'll get started on trying to make Monspire a better place.
Oh, that sounds good. And I will just stand up and do my half bow again. And walk out.
Yeah, so Thevrin will follow you out.
Yeah, as we go out, I'll kind of whisper, we'll discuss back at the guild hall.
Yeah, okay. And Thevrin goes, good, because I was going to ask you what the fuck. Kind of whispers back at you. Upon going out, Ezranoth, are you hiding?
I'm not making myself known, no. Or so, yes.
Okay, so people can roll a perception check versus his stealth check to see if you find him.
I never actually
Your
rolled a stealth
perception
check.
will be actually at a disadvantage based off the. I imagine you're wearing your cloak.
I am indeed. Son of a bitch.
Well, that's a 6.
Yeah, I mean.
Alright, Kay sees you.
Are you kidding me?
I rolled a 10.
Everyone is going to see me just standing about 30 feet from the door, just like.
I mean, I don't know. Kate's pretty shitty at perception. Just kidding, he rolled a 19.
Well, he was outside, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just standing outside like 30 feet from the door, staring at it.
Yeah, before we go out, I'm gonna like make my way over to Claire.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm just gonna like kind of talk to us and be like, if you ever decide that you might want a different field of employment, come find me. And then I'll just turn and walk off.
You just poaching people today.
She just looks at you with almost like hope in her eyes. Okay.
Hey, we got the guards. Now we need the steward.
So at this point,
you're not wrong.
Alright, when you and when everyone walks out, you do see Ezranoth, of course. He's away. Doesn't look like he's really hiding. I'm not gonna short you like that, right? He's just kind of there.
I'm just kind of standing there, letting the crowd walk around me.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll just kind of walk by and I'll be like, thanks for not interrupting. Like, sincerely, that wasn't sarcasm.
Yeah, so that so in character, you're saying, "Hey, this isn't sarcastic. It's a genuine like.
Yeah.
Thank you for not interrupting."
Yeah.
Gotcha. Just so I understand. Devin looks, you know, at Ezranoth and be like, I almost didn't notice you.
Y'all don't let me do anything fun ever.
This was a very precarious situation.
I've dealt with worse.
Delicate, maybe.
Yeah, delicate maybe.
You should see family reunions. All the Celestials gathered in one place.
And at this point,
that's a party.
We are going to end it for today. We will make it back to the gold ball. Just roll for no encounter, so we can unveil whatever Emiko wants to share and with the party, and with Everin there as well, because Everin definitely has a lot of questions for Emiko on what the fuck just happened. Because obviously he was expecting something entirely different. But yeah, we will carry off then. If anybody needs to do any, the roleplay channel is up for anybody throughout the week who wants to do stuff with either within characters. How we'll treat that is this is like off time channel, right? Like we'll place it in between. With my work schedule, if you need one of my characters, just ping me with the @ symbol. I normally can probably get in there. I might be slow to respond depending on how busy my work day is. But that's neither here nor there. And obviously, roleplay amongst yourself. If you need a private channel, we'll make a private channel. I know that both Ace and Chris want to speak further on some detailings on the world. We could definitely do that whenever you guys are free. I get off at 4. So you could ping me there, and whenever you guys are both available, and we can get into a text chat so we can talk about world building. And this goes with anybody who has something specific, like, hey, this is what my world is doing, right? Or where I'm from, I want to talk to you. Like, so both Kevin and Sam, if you want something more detailed about the continent that you're with, we can definitely flesh that out as well.
I kind of just make it up as I go.
I
Most
do
of the time you're
thing
just
with yours too.
Yeah. It's like, this is what I want mine to be. I know if it's not outrageous, you're not going to be like, nah.
No, exactly. I know you're reasonable. You're also a DM, and so it's a lot easier for me to meet you in the middle, right? Because you understand what's reasonable. But yeah, everybody else, please, this is a world and a story that we all build together. So I'm try to be available. Work doesn't always allow it, but at least ask, right? And then we can get together and talk.
Question.
Sure. What's up?
Do you want to just like?
Though.